Morning everyone, here we are, second kiln unloading 2026. Only a small one today, got a big piece in the bottom, but we'll see how things go. Hopefully the sound and the lighting might be a little bit better today, but yeah, just let me know how you're getting on, if the sound's clear enough, if the lighting's good enough, but we'll see how we go with this video. Keep making improvements as we go. So ready? Here goes. Ooh, interesting. So the top layer, we've got a few mugs, a couple of refires from the last kiln opening. Looking very dark, which is strange. Okay, so we'll start off with one of the refires from last time. So if you remember the mug that we did last time with the pinholes in, this refire has got rid of quite a few of those pinholes. In fact, yeah, they're all gone out the inside. A couple on the outside still, but that's fine. It was a mug for the wife. So again, just see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. So you can see it's just a little mug for the wife with a picture of our Frenchie on there. As you remember last time, this was deep sea, I think it was, the glaze. Yeah, it's a bit of a strange glaze. It becomes really washy. Not sure I like it on its own. Definitely good as part of a combination, but yeah, not a big fan of using it on its own. So it's one for the future, maybe to start mixing with other glazes. So that's the rear fire. Yeah, as I say, Amico Deep Sea, I think it is. Now for a few new pieces. Oh no, sorry, one more refire. So again, last time we had Deep Sea on a little spoon rest as well. I've overcoated that with some seaweed, and we get that beautiful greens and blues coming through. So that's loads better. That's a lot better. So that's the combination of Deep Sea, 3 coats, then seaweed over the top, which, as you can probably see, gives some absolutely beautiful colours. I'm just trying to angle it so I can see on the video. Hopefully you're picking those colours up, but that is an absolutely beautiful glaze. Lovely little spoon rest. So if you're on the social media channels, we were in a competition a few weeks ago to win a couple of mugs, so a couple of handmade mugs we'd done. And the winners wanted a green and cream flow. So with these couple of mugs, these two next mugs, glazing exactly the same way. So we went seaweed around the top, just the top probably quarter, and then we went for float, which is, oh, bear with me, honey flux. So for a honey flux around the rest of the mug. And we overlaid that honey flux on the seaweed a bit. So I was hoping to keep that green around the top, and then cascade down into sort of a cream from the green. So let's have a look, see how we got on. So the first one, interesting. So I think on the outside that's worked beautifully. You can see we've got that really strong green on the top, and then it's floating down to the cream right at the very bottom. Inside, maybe not as well. Yeah, we've got some merging of the colours right at the very bottom there. But as absolutely, I love the outside. It reminds me of a sort of a watermelon colour. That's a beautiful looking mug. So yeah, as I say, we had seaweed around there, and then we came up from the bottom and just overlapped around there. But again, hopefully those colours are coming out on camera a little bit better this time. That's a beautiful cup. Got 2 of those, 2 different shapes. Yeah, that was part of the competition. It was trying to figure out which people's favourite shape was. Oh, and that one's just as nice. So that was the second shape. As you can see, because it's a slightly taller mug, that flow has been even more couple of drips on the bottom I'm just going to have to deal with. Apart from that, that is an absolutely stunning mug. I love around by the handle there where we're just flowing. That's beautiful. So we've got a little bit of drip on the bottom there, but nothing major to deal with. Get that tidied up and off to the competition winners. Yeah, again, same thing. Seaweed about there, and then we came up with the honey flux, just so we get that colour. We didn't overlap too much. I just wanted draw a bit of that colour down into the bottom of the mug. Beautiful. So that's those two. Others we got in here. Oh, that's a little bit strange. So it's a bit dark and murky. What I've tried on this one was similar colours to, well, similar glazes to that plate I showed you earlier. So can you see the colour difference? Strange, isn't it? So again, we've got underneath, we've got deep sea. 2 coats over the top. We've got seaweed, 2 coats, which is that combination. Then right on the top there, we've got a couple of little coats of iron luster. So again, another Amico glaze. And iron luster does go a little bit brown, so it does just make things a little bit brown. That is sort of gone. It's a nice colour. Don't get me wrong; it is a really nice glaze. It's really shiny. But yeah, I'm not sure about that one. I'm not sure whether I like that one or not. But you can definitely see that iron luster at the top there. Look, you can see that colour difference between the greens and the browns. To me, that feels very classic 70s, maybe 80s style of cup. But I'm sure someone will like that. Yeah, you can see the nice flows down the cup anyway. So that was that one. That was, like I said, deep sea. Then we had seaweed and we had iron luster around the rim. Next one, I've never tried Amico Smoky Merlot on its own, so I thought I'd give it a try. So we had this little rippled cup with Smoky Merlot, and I love the way Smoky Merlot over ripples and over texture. It really stands out well. So you get that nice defined colour of the purples, but it's like lighter purples as well. Same on the inside, because I left the inside, didn't really smooth the inside out very much. I left it a little bit ripply from where it was thrown. And the inside is absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you can see that on the camera. Let's just try and move it around a little bit, but it's yeah, you've got the flows of the purples from that Smoky Merlot. But yeah, I just love that ridged effect on the side of that cup. That's beautiful. But yeah, 4 coats of Smoky Merlot, I think that was, all over. But yeah, lovely cup. Ooh, now something new for me. I haven't tried this before. But I thought I would give a bottle a try. So yeah, new form for me, thrown on the wheel. First time I ever threw one. So what's your impressions? Little old bottle. Now the thing is, will the stopper fit? That's the question. I don't know. Let's have a look. Happen to have a stopper just up here. This is just a test stopper for now. There's some posher ones at the top. Fingers crossed. We're ready for it. Oh, like a glove. Yeah. Obviously, the neck's not quite wide enough, as you can see. It's overlapping a little bit. But I think as a first try, as a first attempt, that fits absolutely perfectly. Yeah, we'll be making a few more of those in the future. I love that glaze as well. So again, this is the same glaze as on the plate, and it's come out differently vertically on this one. It must just be the iron luster on the mug that's made it turn out differently. So exactly the same glaze as that one, but without the iron luster. So the iron luster has definitely made a difference in those glazes. In fact, I'm completely telling a lie. So that was deep sea with seaweed. This is storm with seaweed. That's why it's different. So yeah, apologies for that. That is again such a metallic finish to that. That is beautiful. Like a nice little either little vase, little bottle vase, or even some kind of oil bottle. But I love the shine on that glaze. You can see the light reflecting off it. Absolutely beautiful. That's all we've got on the first layer. Just 2 layers in this kiln. So let me get that second layer out. There's a big piece on the second layer, and this is the piece I really want to look. I've been looking forward to having a look at. Might not work. It might work. So this was an idea that I got from, I think it was, is it Jeanette at Far Forest Ceramics on YouTube. Definitely check her out. She's done a full video of how to do the peacock effect, if you've ever seen a peacock effect on glaze, but with slightly different twist. So I thought I'd copy or use that formula that Janet's done, using my own colour. So all of the colours on this one are Mako colours, so it's all the fundamentals range. We've just got a little bit of light flux to make the colours flow into each other. Hopefully it's worked, but we'll find out now. So just going in, get that second kiln chair that fell out. Drop that over there, out of the way. That's it. It worked. It worked. Okay, let me know what you think of this. So this is a present for my wife. It's her 50th birthday this week. Well, this month, sorry, 2 weeks' time. And she wanted a large dish that you could have for in the kitchen, but she wanted it really bright colours. So we went with yellows, oranges, reds, greens, blues, purples. And like I say, then I've put some more of that. Now actually I used oatmeal on this, so Amico oatmeal. Again, just to draw those colours down. So we've got layers of... we've got layers of light flux in a pattern. Then we've got the colours added on top. Then put a little bit of snow, which is an Amico glaze, right in the centre, just so it stays that bright white in the centre. And then over the top of all the colours, we've then got this oatmeal, Amico oatmeal. As you can see, around the outside, I've got some absolutely glorious drips down this dish. I love this piece. The colours are so... they're just amazing. The way that yellow's flown into the orange, into the red on the outside. And the way the red's been drawn down into the drips as well. I don't know if you can see that. Let me just try and angle that on the camera a little bit better. So the way the red's been drawn down into the drip. And then we move to the inside. How does that look? Yeah, those colours are amazing, the way they've actually just bled into each other. So it's slight alternative to that, the standard peacock colours, which are normally dark, so it highlights the whites in the runs. But for me, those bright colours work beautifully. Don't know, what it reminds you of? Feels a bit like I don't know, Spanish holiday or something like that. It just feels bright and sunny to me. But yeah, absolutely beautiful bowl. Yeah, I mean, the bowl making could do some development. Fill a few clay bridges in there now. But yeah, it's one of my first attempts at a large bowl or a medium-sized bowl. It was large when it started, but yeah, clay shrinkage is huge. But hopefully you'll see. Yeah, they're just. I mean, in real light, you could probably see. I'm going to have to try and improve this lighting even more, because yeah, it's just not showing those glazes on camera, I don't think. But yeah, it's just such a beautiful bowl. Just going to love that. Absolutely love that. Just drop that over there. Yeah, if you haven't tried the peacock effect before, definitely jump onto Far Forest's YouTube channel. Yeah, they've got, as I say, got a complete tutorial on how they do their peacocks, and I pretty much followed that tutorial. But yeah, as you can see, great effects from there. And last piece, again, another one of those little spoon rests, same colours. I love this colours for spoon rest, they are beautiful. So again, I think this one is the darker one, so this is Storm with seaweed over the top, and it just really picks up that small swirl that's been added to that spoon rest. You can see, yeah, hopefully that the lights are reflecting those colours, and you can see the difference in those colours there. A beautiful, beautiful combination of glaze. Storm underneath seaweed, both Amico. And the final few pieces. So if you've been watching the YouTube channels, been watching Facebook, I did mention them last time. That I've started to make a few of these little hearts, these little wuru stones. Yeah, I advertise them just for a donation on social media. So we're going to donate all the money to the local Telford mine. Yeah, so I'm based in Shropshire near Telford. So Telford mine are going to get all the proceeds from these little wuru stones. So we've got a few more of these. Yeah, I can't keep up with demand on these, honestly. The amount of people have contacted me through social media, I just want to say massive thanks. I am trying to get your orders filled as soon as possible. But yeah, every time I get some glazed, they're already gone. They're already accounted for in orders. So yeah, I have got, as you can probably see in the background, quite a few underway. Let me have a look. Yeah, so I've got one tray full there, and I've got another tray exactly the same all the way up here, ready for their bisque firings. So yeah, another complete tray there. So hopefully in a week or so's time we should have plenty of stock for people who are looking for this. But yeah, everything you can donate for these little wuru stones will go to Telford Mine. Yeah, and again, just trying to give that combination of that smooth feel on the front with that rough feel on the back, just to say, you know, everyone goes through rough times, but the smooth comes out even better afterwards. Yeah, every one of these made with love, all handmade as well. So if you want to get involved, drop us a message on any of the social media channels, and we can get you some of these out. The more we can raise for Telford Mine, the better, obviously. So as I say, yeah, got quite a few of those in there, but already accounted for with yeah, with orders. So that's us done. As I say, just a small one today, just the 2 shelves in there because of that bowl in the bottom. As I said before, just a small kiln. It's just a 43 litre kiln. So yeah, limited to what we're getting there. But next time we've got a few things being prepared. We've got a few things ready for glazing over there, so we should have a much bigger kiln load next time, hopefully. But thank you for tuning in. And again, as we always say at the end of these videos, any advice you can give, any suggestions, yeah, please get involved in the comments. It's great to know that people are actually watching these. I see views, but not many comments. So yeah, just drop in a hello, say hello, just to let me know that people are watching them. But yeah, as I say, it's more. This is more for me anyway. It's more about how my skills develop over the next few years. So it's just more of a record for me, so I can actually look back at some point in the future and see how my skills have developed. But thanks for joining in. Hopefully, we'll see you again soon. Cheers.